Mhm. Mhm. Bum, 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 bum. Well, here we are. Hasuna! Thank you. Thank you for being first. And for the snuggles. Hello, King Kaijus! Hello! Steam is currently down for me, so I literally can't play any game right now. I can't play a single game. Not a single one. We tried to set up a goblin cleanup command, not command, but a goblin cleanup, collab. And we were gonna play that, but then none of us could connect. Then we tried to swap to Overwatch, and Overwatch servers were down, or Steam was down. And then we tried to play other multiplayer games. We swapped to like 2 other games, and we couldn't connect to anything. So I was like, well, crud, I still want to stream. I only got like an hour left. Arc is down too. Yeah, everything is down. Everything is down right now. So I was like, what the heck am I supposed to do? I can't play no games. I can't hang out with anybody. I can't talk to nobody. I can't do nothing. So I was like, wait a minute. I'm smart. I can figure stuff out. And I was like, today is a good time to go back. It's rewind time. No, I'm just kidding. Hello, it's called. Yeah. And we're going to be talking about some ancient technology that you guys might have forgotten in the past, but it's still relevant to this day. And we're going to be talking about controllers. Amazing controllers. Fantastic controllers. We're going to be talking about the best, the bad, the worst, the ugly, the bada bing, bada boom, bada bam. And we're going to be ranking them. And it's going to be fun. We're going to have a really good time. I think I only see one problem with this list, and that is, hold on. There's one problem with this list. It's missing a certain Sony controller. All right. I'm like, wait a minute. I got all the controllers, including the new Steam Deck controller, and then I just noticed there was no PS5 controller. Like, what the heck? Where is the PS5? So I got input. All right. So first of all, we're gonna start off with the design of this off-brand controller. This off-brand controller is basically back in the day, you know, you're like just moving out of arcade kind of art controller. It has the A and B buttons on it, and then the D-pad on it. It's a terrible controller. It's a terrible controller. All right, I'm sorry. I know it might have been good back in the day, but listen, it's the big 2025. And we're going to be talking about some crazy controllers going up in here. Some crazy controllers. And starting off with our first B tier, we got the Xbox original controller. This controller was big. It was bulky. It was hard to reach your thumbs to actually use the joysticks. But the buttons were colorful, and the big, you know, Xbox logo in the middle, iconic. So iconic that they put the Xbox button in the middle of the controller, and that became a staple for every controller moving on forward. I remember when I was playing Star Wars Battlefront 2 on the original Xbox with my older brother and my father, and we'd be playing that game, and we'd be playing a lot, and we'd be using these controllers. And as a kid, I always struggled to use the controllers. My hands were really small, so grabbing the controller and actually using it was difficult. So yeah, the biggest flaw of this controller is it was too big. It was too big. It was ahead of its time, you know, really, because I was a kid and the controller was too big. Now, if I probably use a controller, it'd probably be fine, but I still have all those memories of me struggling to use the controller because it was so big and bulky. and you know, just didn't really feel right in your hands. It didn't feel right, and that's really, you want to get the feel for holding a controller. It's gotta feel right. And now we have a legendary controller, an A-tier controller. And disregard what I said about this off-brand controller, but we have the SNES controller here. This controller is iconic. Your old heads love it. Your new gens don't even know it exists. But it is the controller for playing pixel games. Pixel games. I say pixel games. You're playing pixel games with this. It was really good for its time when it came out. A lot of people love the controller. A lot of people, you know, really are happy that the controller was expanded upon and given a joystick. A joystick's a must-have with the controller. But for the time, it was really good. People loved it. It was very, very fantastic. And, you know, the games that came with it, we're not talking about games or consoles, but it was really, you know, what you could do with that controller and for the games that you were playing, it was pretty phenomenal back then. Was I alive during that time? No, but I did have an uncle that had the SNES and stuff, so I did get to play it as a little kid. As a wee little lad, I did get to play. So that is my opinions on it, and it felt good in your hands. You know, not as good as some modern controllers, but it felt pretty all right. Now we're going into the Sony controller, the Sony one, or the whatever they want to call it, the Sega Genesis. No, I'm just kidding. Don't kill me. Well, we got the first PlayStation controller, the OG PS1, and it was behind. It was behind. The Xbox original, though bulky and big, was better. Honestly, for the games that were coming out on the PlayStation PS1, it's probably a C-tier controller, because there was a lot of yeah, I think it was a C-tier. You know what, y'all are gonna probably hang me up to dry for that, but I think it was a C-tier. It wasn't like, you know, just an ergonomic NES controller. Exactly. And the games they were making at the time were not very, you know, it would have been better if though they had a joystick, but they did solve that in their next patch. Now we're gonna be talking about the Wii U gamepad. This thing's pretty cool. Do I like it? Not really. Do I think it was revolutionary for the time? Probably, but it wasn't revolutionary enough. Especially when at this time the 3DS was going, and I know the 3DS isn't a controller, but I much preferred the 3DS over the Wii U. Okay, is pretty plain. Never played it before. Yeah, what you could do with the touchscreen in certain games, like the Mickey Inc. game, was pretty cool. Was it good? Honestly, you know what? It's more like a C tier. I'm gonna be honest. It's above the PlayStation controller though. So we'll put it like that. Because again, what you could do was pretty cool, but was it necessary? Not really. And there wasn't a lot that you could do with the gamepad, you know? So it's just kind of one of those things. I'm gonna put it in C tier. I feel confident. Now we have a big one. We have a big dog. A big dog controller, and it goes in the D tier. This controller was really bad. It was really bad. It was my shale. This controller made no sense whatsoever. I don't know how you were like, it was played Donkey 1 on that. Yeah, the joystick is Donkey Kong 1 on that. Yeah, I love the games on the Nintendo 64, but you have to admit the Nintendo 64 controller sucked baloney balls. The fact that the joystick was in like the middle of the controller in like such a far away reach from where your hands would naturally rest on the controller is terrible. The controller design is bad. The games on the 64 were good. The design for the controller was bad, but where there is bad, there is room for improvement. All right. And now we finally, I'm gonna save this one for a little bit, you know. Yeah, I'm gonna save that one. I'm gonna put this one right here because they're basically the same thing. I don't even want to go over that one again. They're basically the same controller. It's just, yeah. Okay, they came around the same time. Okay, whatever. Anyways, I'm gonna put this off-brand controller down there too because I don't like it. It doesn't have a joystick. Okay, now that I got those ones out of the way, I feel like I'm hitting the controllers where I definitely use them now, and I definitely have a very strong opinion on these controllers. Okay, so now we're hitting the PS4 controller. The PS4 controller is the definite A tier. I think the PS4 controller is really good. I loved using it as a kid. Playing on the PS4 was great. It was fantastic. It was phenomenal. It was a nice controller. It was nice. It was very nice. I think, you know, and I liked how it was more sleek. It was a very like thin controller, and it just did what you needed it to do, and it didn't get in your way like some controllers on this list. But now we have the best controller. The controller that every controller tries to be like from here on forward. The best controller that there ever was. Okay, the controller that made gaming so iconic that branding for just game controllers look like this. All right, the Xbox 360 controller. That's our first S tier. It has to be the first S tier. It was the most iconic controller in gaming ever. It's hard to beat the Xbox 360 Elite controller. Okay, that controller is insanely iconic. Okay, not only did it feel good by just holding the controller, everything felt like it makes sense, but everybody started copying its homework. All the controllers, like, let me bring up this. Look, the PS5 controller. Look at that. It's copying the design of the 360 controller, okay? And there are other controllers that basically did the same, like this. Though it's bulky, look at it. You could tell the layout, everything is basically the 360 controller. It's hard to disagree with how amazing the 360 controller was, especially with how it felt back in the day. Like the joysticks were buttons, the colorful XYZ baby buttons back when they still did that, back when you could have life in a controller. And the icon that made this Xbox really stand out, the fact that it became a button itself, was honestly revolutionary. It was amazing at the time, you know. I think also another iconic controller is this, the PlayStation 2 controller. I think the PlayStation 2 controller also goes in A tier. I think for like after the failure that was the PS1 controller, the fact that they were able to take it and just make it better and what a controller should have been like back then, it was phenomenal because they already had a pretty good design and how it felt, the controller. It wasn't perfected yet, but it was pretty good. And the thumb joysticks were a little bit a little bit uncomfortable, but they were there. And we got 2 of them. And it was amazing. The games that you could play on the PlayStation 2, the library of games, honestly, for the PlayStation 2 felt like they were endless. There was endless games. One of my favorite games to play on the PS2 was Destroy All Humans 1 and 2. The Godzilla Unleashed series, they had that on the PlayStation 2. We had Resident Evil, GTA San Andreas, a bunch of different games that I can't remember off the top of my head, but I know that they were phenomenal, and the controller made it just better because, well, let me tell you this, you know, like I still remember the cheat code for some codes in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Triangle, square, circle, X, 101, down, up, and I summon a jet. It's just like that. So like just stuff like that, you gotta give it to the controller. It felt nice back then. PS2 was doing so good. And then they just didn't innovate at all. The PS3 controller was literally the same controller. So I'm moving it back down to C tier. They did not innovate at all. at least with the Xbox One controller and the other Xbox controllers, they always tweak the design. But for PlayStation, they didn't start tweaking the design until the PS4 era. They just kept copying and pasting the same controller, but just adding stuff to it, which is fine. I mean, you could definitely tell, like if I just hold these over next to each other, they look the same just without the joystick, but you could definitely tell that this is a PlayStation 2 controller. So PlayStation 3 controller is where they get docked because it's just a copy and paste. And then the PlayStation 3 wireless, I'm also going to put in C tier. Though they did make it wireless, still the same design, still same everything. It's, you know, it's just, yeah. Circle, 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 L1, L1, L2, R1, R2, triangle, circle, yeah. Triangle, circle, triangle, yeah. You have a tank, bam, Vice City noted, yeah. So, and then there's these. So there we go. Then we have most of the PlayStation controllers. Now we have a goated controller that deserves the top spot of A tier. The Wii remote controller was very revolutionary for the time. I think, you know what? No, I feel like one Nintendo controller deserves the top spot, and I feel like everybody knows what Nintendo controller deserves the top spot because we all know which Nintendo controller deserves the top spot, and it's the GameCube controller. And I'm just gonna slap it right there. We're gonna talk about the king of Nintendo gaming controllers in just a moment. We're gonna get to the king, and then we're gonna talk about the Wii remote controller. I like the motion sensor. A lot of the games that you could play on the Wii were phenomenal with the Wii remote. There was a lot of games that I remember playing as a kid on the Wii. Again, Godzilla Unleashed. Wow, big surprise. The Godzilla nerd likes to play Godzilla games on any console. But I did like playing it a lot. I liked playing Melee, or not Melee, I liked playing Brawl on it. There's a bunch of Resident Evil games. Dead Rising 1 was really fun on it. A lot of Resident Evil arcade shooter games I played on there. I think one of them was Resident Evil Revelations. It was a really good controller. I liked it. The Joy-Con, the buttons, Wii Sports, they had really good controls with the really good game, with really good games. So there we go, we got that. And then now we're going to be talking about the Pro controller for the Switch, which I think is a B tier. Not only is this controller copying the Xbox homework, it's just not doing it good enough, and it's chunky and it's clunky, and it's, although I like the controller, I just think out of all the other controllers, there are just definitely better controllers out there. There are just better controllers out there. This controller, I have no idea what this thing is. It has like a little mini screen on it. I've never seen this controller a day in my life, so I'm slapping it in D tier for Abomination controller. I'm pretty sure this is just the Xbox original controller, but they made it more of a sleek design. So that's like the in between before, you know, they made the perfect controller, which was the Xbox 360 controller. S plus tier, you know what, honestly, yeah, we need to make, you know, bam, we need to separate it as plus, and we'll have the GameCube controller right next to it, because they're both of those controllers are in leagues of their own. Okay, they're just some of the best controllers out there, just saying. And now we'll go ahead and put the Xbox One controller and the PS5 controller side by side to each other. The Xbox Series X controller and the other newer Xbox controllers haven't really innovated, so they get those kind of docked points that I did for the PlayStation 3 controller. But it's still like, it's still the best controller. You know, how do you go from perfect to better, but then you just stop? You know, there's not much they need to do, you know? I think both of those, I think the PS5 controller is also really good. I like the feel of it, you know? But I think I still just prefer the Xbox 360 and Xbox One controller. I still prefer the Xbox controllers. That's what I use on whenever I play games, like controller games on Steam. I'm using an Xbox controller. It's just a controller I like to use. If I'm playing fighting games though, like Dragon Ball Xenoverse, I love my PS4 controller. The buttons are really small and tight together, so you can actually use combinations and attacks a little bit faster in those games. You know, that's just how I feel about them too, so. And now we're gonna talk about the first Steam controller in C tier. What were they thinking with this thing? This thing looks ugly. It looks oogly boogly. Some people like it. I just can't imagine how. I get it that it's supposed to be like a controller, but also like a mouse and keyboard somehow with the haptic pads and stuff, which that's cool. They kept it on the new Steam controller, but like I have no idea how this thing's gonna work. This thing looks big and clunky. I can't honestly move myself to put it above B tier. Mainly because I don't know how, like, I don't know what the underneath is, so I don't know how much room we have underneath to actually grip the controller. So I'm gonna put it in B tier. Just by the looks of it, it looks really big and clunky. And I don't know if I like where the joysticks are on it as well. Looks like it's a very low-handed controller with those haptic pads, but PlayStation controllers are better for fighting games with their D-pad placement. Yeah, yes. So now we have the Joy-Cons. We have the Joy-Cons. They're not. I'm gonna be honest, the Joy-Cons suck balls. I'm gonna be outrageous, and I want to put them in D tier. Mainly because, you know what? That'd be very disingenuous of me. I have my gripes with the Joy-Cons, mainly with how bad they get stick drift and how bad the button mapping is on them, how often they break, and how annoying they are to fix and replace. But as a controller, being able to use the Joy-Cons and have two controllers to play games with your friends, I feel like that does give them points. I feel like being able to play like mini games like Boomerang Fu and other types of games like Mario Party with just one Joy-Con, and you can split one and play with your friend right there and then. That's really good. That's good controller design, except for the problem that they're all $80 for two Joy-Con controllers. Because they don't sell single Joy-Cons, they sell them in sets because they're supposed to sit on the deck of the Switch, so they are, you know, you're really playing with fire with them. They either work good or they break really fast, and there's no in between. That's my biggest gripes for them. And honest to honest, you know, I can't really put them in any other tier because, like, A, they're way too small. I don't like how they feel in my hands most of the time. And B, I'm not a huge fan of them. You know, that's why I got the Pro controller. And the fact that the Pro controller is better than the Switch Joy-Cons. So you know what? I'm moving them down to C. I'm moving them down to C tier. They don't deserve to be in B if the Joy-Con I bought and the Pro controller I bought and it's way better. $20 to $30. Yeah, that's crazy. The Switch 2 controllers I heard are a little bit better, but I'm not buying a Switch 2. I refuse to buy a Switch 2, so I'm just gonna toss them in D tier. Only because there's not enough games right now to really tell on what they can actually do. And like, people are saying that you could use them like a mouse, like how they used it in the thing, but they haven't made any games to show that feature off besides the one show off game that shows off all the features, but they make you pay for it even though it's a showcase game, and it's hardly a game. It's just basically a tutorial about the Switch that they want you to pay for. So I have my gripes with the Nintendo controllers. I think Nintendo peaks at GameCube, and then the Wii controller is another good one, and then they fall off. Like, they're not very great. Xbox controllers are stand on top because back then they were really looking to innovate on controller design and what gaming could be. Now that's really a Steam thing, so I'm wondering if this Steam controller, when when we get our hands on it, I wonder what it's gonna look like. I have high hopes for it, but also, you know, Xbox controllers are universal. Exactly, yeah. Xbox controllers are universal. Sega, I remember playing Crazy Taxi in years when my mom was shopping. Yeah, I remember playing Sly Cooper on a test demo once. I never touched the game again, but I do remember that game. All right, and that's it. That is it for this tier list. If I could play any games, I would be playing some games. Yeah, hop on Fortnite again because I think Steam is still down or something. Like everybody was not able to connect to any games, but that's why I went and did this tier list instead. So yeah, it was down for a little bit. It was down. I don't know if it's back up. I could check real quick. Let me go ahead and swap to just chatting. Yeah. Also, thank you everybody for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, I'll make this a YouTube video, but thank you for watching on YouTube. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, let me check Steam, see if it's still down. Yeah, I still think, let me hit the refresh button on Steam. Yeah, I think Steam is still down. Nothing's loading on Steam. I know it's not my internet because I'm streaming. So I think Steam is down. I tried to load up a few games on there, multiplayer games, and they, yeah, you know, they didn't work. So, let's go see if Fortnite will load, you know, because then we'll just play some Fortnite again. I was having some fun with Fortnite last night, you know. Or slowly, I think, maybe a queue thing, maybe. We're talking about Arc Raiders? Yeah. I'm not too sure, but I'm just gonna... Oh, Fortnite's updating. What the heck? Fortnite had an update? Gosh, dang it. No, I don't... Everything is updating right now. Okay. It's a small update. It's a 1 gigabyte update. Never mind. All right. Wow, that's crazy. Today was an update day. Like, I closed Steam last night and none of my games had an update. I was all up to date. I turn on my computer and boom, every game needs an update today. Today was an update day, you know? Hooey. Yeah. Let me see if I can load up Overwatch. See if maybe Overwatch will load up. Let's see. I tried loading up Overwatch before, but it wasn't connecting me. I'll see if it'll load up again. Because we were going to do Goblin Cleanup, but then we weren't able to join. And then I tried to play Overwatch earlier, about like 30 minutes ago, I guess, and it wouldn't let me connect. So then I just was like, you know what? Tier list. Tier list time. We'll make a tier list. And if I still can't connect and join in on the games, then you know what? We'll just do another tier list. Or I'll play Jurassic World Evolution. She's searching for game servers, entering game. But then it just didn't let me join. Didn't let me enter a game. Oh, I'm in. Okay. I guess whatever it was, Steam is back up. I guess. Just temporarily down. All right. Volume. Let's open our one loot box. Wow. It's cute. There's new stuff in the shop. They brought back the... But they didn't bring any new characters. Cool. I know, just give me a minute. All right. Egan Jones, do you believe in God? Probably, yes. Definitely. Yeah. I don't want to believe in nothing. That'd be crazy. I feel like that'd be crazy. Anyways, I don't know anything at the given moment. I'm not like very in touch, I would say. It's complicated for me. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like it shouldn't be complicated, but I just, you know, I struggle with a lot of things, you know, and that's just what it is. It's like my mental struggles. But yeah, I do believe, like, if that's what you're asking, Keegan. Anyways, I'm going to be in Blazy's pocket. Yeah, I love being in pockets. More, is it selfish of me? Like, I'd rather, you know, okay, if I was pressed on the subject, I would always say yes, I do believe, because I don't want to believe in nothing, because I don't want to be like, I don't like the thought of like all my friends and everything, it just ends, it just stops. That's a very dark thought, you know, process, in my opinion. So that's why I would never, like, that's why you know, that's why I would say yes. But do I know anything or deeply or any like religious questions? I know nothing. I'm entry level at best, you know, and it would be wrong for me to guide anybody or tell anybody what to, you know, this, that, and this, especially when I'm still working on my own relationships, my own, you know, yeah. So that's why I would say, yeah. I mean, I feel like there's hard evidence out there that points to that, but I feel like it's more of my own selfish struggles, really. Anyways, my stream isn't for this kind of stuff. We're here to game and have fun and be cute and cuddly. So let's go ahead and PlayStation needs to restart. Yeah. Look back as if if that's it, I don't know. I would like to know, and I would like to be on my own journey, my own process of it, and then, you know, one day if I ever, you know, come to like a realization, come to like, you know, I do, you know what, I'm being facetious right now because I feel like I do genuinely believe specifically, but I feel like I got my own, like, so many of my own problems that I don't want to put anything in the bad light, and I don't want to be hypocritical, most importantly. And yeah, I just want to game right now. That's fair, but I'm working on stuff. I'm working it out. I'll get there eventually. Yeah. Thank you, KGs. Sometimes those comments get me anxious, you know. I shouldn't be anxious because I feel like I have it all together, but then it puts me back in that thought process. It's like, maybe do I not have it together? Like, you know, like, what do I? And it puts me in those kind of thoughts, which I don't think are bad inherently, but I feel like there's a time and a place for everything. And I feel like if I'm going to do that, I would like to do that personally and, you know, work on my own inner faith and relationship and stuff, and have a fake blown out one. Going to do a peak collab on the 27th. Going to see how many Bretts get up on top of the mountain. That's cool. I hope that goes well for you, Jen. That'll be amazing. Hello, Galwix enthusiastic food. Wait a minute. Not your Galwix food? People will probably be busy with Thanksgiving. Probably. Maybe one day on the story. Yeah. That'd be cool, Kaiju King. I like hearing stories. How can you be when I'm Galwix food? Are you gonna do modded or vanilla though? That's just kind of the obvious answer. Yeah, probably modded. Probably modded. Oh. It's time. I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need now. Where's my Christmas stuff? I want more Christmas. I love Christmas. What the? Lunar New Year. They have Lunar New Year above. Where's Christmas? There's Halloween. Right? Where's Christmas? What? Where is Christmas? Oh. Season 19. Is it Winter Wonderland? Is that that's Christmas? Bruh. Just call it Christmas. Call it what it is. Boom. Oh, serious talk? Yeah. I wasn't ready for that question. I'm not gonna lie. I was caught off guard by that a little bit. I think they ran off the moment I said probably. Because I felt like they just wanted to, I think they just wanted to bash me over the head with stuff. But when they saw that my answer, I felt like dissuaded them away from bashing me. I feel like. Because that's usually how YouTube comments kind of go. Yeah. But that's good if they didn't. But also, you shouldn't be bashing people when they're going through their own struggles. But you can gently nurture people into going to one way or the other. But I would not, like, if that question is in a stance of to be aggressive, then I feel like you have the whole idea of, like, religion wrong a little bit. Because you shouldn't be using it as a way to attack people if that was the intent. Which is now what it kind of feels like. Because if you're out there and you're just like, you know what? We're gonna put a pin in this conversation. I'm gonna do some research, and then I'm gonna come back to you guys on it. How about that? We'll do that. We're gonna put a pin in it, and then we'll come back when I'm better prepared for a conversation like that. You know, because I got things I gotta work on myself. And we're gonna end it there. Thank you. We're gonna end that there. Thank you for the hug, by the way. I love hugs. I love hugs. Hugs are the best. And can I help with anything? No, we're all good. We're all good. There's YouTube comments. YouTube commenters. All right, but nothing bad. I wouldn't say that was bad. It'd be bad if they were like cursing at me and stuff, which does happen. But I'm pretty good about ignoring that. But if it was like a genuine question, I like to answer genuine questions. I like it when people are being genuine with me and feel confident or open enough to talk to me about a subject where they aren't sure on. And I feel like I'm a pretty honest and open person where like you can have those like kind of subjects with me. Although, yeah. All right, we're gonna play a game of 6v6 while we're waiting for Not the Answers game to open up and get ready. So I feel like if I explain my life story about that, people would very much view me in a different light, and I Really like to try to keep my streaming stuff separate from my real life stuff.
Select a map.
But that's why I was kind of hesitant on those kind of questions and stuff. Which is why I don't try to bring it up. That and politics. Whenever politics get brought up, even when I'm collabing with friends, I'm like that Obi-Wan Kenobi meme where it's like, I'm not brave enough for politics. And I waddle away to go fight General Grievous because I'd rather fight a 4-armed cybernetic robot cyborg than talk about you know. Agreed. Yes. Yes.
Stay close. I can't heal you from strength.
Hurrah!
I will keep you safe. It is fine now. What?
Round 1. Capture objective.
I love this hug. I added 2 more hugs, by the way, so hopefully you guys see the other hugs by the end of the night.
Shield activated.
That should do it. Here they come. I'm with you.
Man. It ends in 5 minutes. I made them longer. Yay, thank you for the snuggle, Ghost Hunter. I appreciate it. Dang it. This is one of my favorite hugs. I feel like I did a really nice job with this one. Yeah. There's only 5, so it's a small pool. It's a very small pool. Thank you for the head pat. Oh my goodness, I get to be in the noodle cup while being hugged. That's funny. It's like they're hugging a giant cup of noodles. That's actually pretty cool. I like that.
I don't know how you managed to scrape by on those $1 million wires from mom and dad.
You mean the $1 million wires I forward to wildlife charities?
Ay, come on. You've got to have some dirt on you.
Only when I've got any night there.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture.
Ori, hello. Hello, Ori. Nice, 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 nice. Don't worry about a thing, I'll reach out to you, even if it's so hard away. Yeah! I'm not doing it right now, but I am staying alive. They're keeping me alive. I'm being shot at a lot.
I will keep you safe.
Damn!
You thought that would stop me? Can you feel the heat?
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.
Stand behind me, friends.
No!
Life protects life.
Fire in the hole!
Dude, what did I do?
A greater in spirit. The barrier can't take much more.
EMP activated.
Come face me.
Oh my goodness, I'm being bullied.
You can't stop me. I'm on fire.
No! Get him, Junkrat, get him! No! Enthusiast.
Score 1-1.
Dude, look how much damage I'm blocking, bro. I have almost 20k damage blocked. The other tank that's close has only 7,000. This is crazy. They're shooting me so much. Dang.
I've been knocked down before.
Don't let them know.
I will keep you safe.
Oh my goodness.
My ultimate is ready.
You've been bested.
Oh my goodness.
Much obliged.
Dang, they got me. I mean, someone. Ari's in all the channels that you watch. Probably.
I'll take more.
Ari's in the community, I would say.
Our enemies are seizing the objective.
Yeah, the power of friendship beats all.
Victory. Play of the game.
21,000 damage block. That's crazy. Oh man. Yes, we invite nothing answer. We gotta win. Yay! We got a Lilas hug. Lilas and Loka and Mephos and then there's Mela and then there's Christy. There's a few characters now. We have a few characters. Who once was a wee lad? What? Oh man. Damn. Oh man. I'm in the pocket. This is the Chaos Pocket. Do you know who that is? Do you know who Chaos is?
We will have peace at any cost.
Today's a good day for some mayhem.
Today's a good day for some mayhem. How you doing today? Hello, Toxic Touch. Long time no see. I'm doing good. How are you doing? It's Chaos. Yeah, of course it's Chaos. Chaos is my friend. Of course I'd have Chaos in the pocket redeem. Chaos is a friend that supports me and likes to hang out with me. Very honored to be his friend. He's awesome.
One. Attackers incoming.
A sniper is nearby. An unwanted cause. You are safe with me. Put them in the ground.
I'm down.
A battle lost for a war won.
That's good, 30. I'm doing good. Yeah, that's good. Why do I have feeling Ari is going to eat 30 in the chat? Because, yeah, exactly, because Ari would. Ari would. Ari's also a part of the pocket redeem.
Hunting them down.
Dang it. No healing. I tried the I killed the Ana. I killed a support. It wasn't worth it. Our DPS are not doing. We're doing really good at holding the front by mitigating damage, but our DPS are not doing anything right now. It's my tummy, but not booba.
Put them in the ground.
My throne is where I say it is.
My throne is where I say it is. This one I had to, funny enough, I had to hand draw this one, and then I got it commissioned. So most of it's made is me. It's just like, so my drawing had a tummy button. I don't know why they didn't put a tummy button in it. I probably should have asked, but. I love that green
Looks
to
like
me.
somebody wants the death penalty.
I need to make a goblin character because I like little green. I like green goblins.
Get ready. I'm about to go on a rampage. Your partner is Stop me. Time for the reckoning. Call that a fight?
I'm just dead instantly. Their DPS are really, really good at killing. Their Ash is insane. You know what? Wintoning it.
A better world.
I'm gonna try to jump on their. The problem is they have a BAP. I hate BAP. BAP should never have been a character in this game.
Destruct sequence. Come here, Cookie.
Dang it, they got both of our supports. Unbelievable.
Hunting them
I'm in the
down.
circuit pocket. There's an old friend, big bro.
Let's block that payload.
Enemy here.
What do we have here?
Oh man. No, all the pockets have booty except for Mai's. I'm dead instantly. Wow.
Do something.
We're leaving the with
We really need a Sombra.
You're safe with me.
This is why I hate BAP. He should not have immortality. Oh my goodness.
Someone shot that payload.
Will be forged in conflict.
There's nothing we could do. Their DPS were just better than ours.
Bring them down.
We really needed not the answer on the DPS roll.
Hardship.
Play of the game.
Do something.
What the f was that? What kind of headshots were that? What the hell? How? What the heck? How is that even possible? You can't move like that. I got gurbled up. I got gurbled up.
As
As IJC Central Command is aware, Overwatch has supported missions to repel Null Sector forces in Paris, Busan.
Choose your map.
When did Sojourn become the face of Overwatch? I thought that was gonna be Winston. It was Winston's idea to restart the protocol. But how come Winston is never like doing like the leader stuff? I thought they were always trying to build Winston up to be the leader of Overwatch, which I still hope they do, because I think Winston would be a good leader. I mean, it was his decision to bring back Overwatch anyways. And I hope it still may.
Together it strikes them down.
The regions of Earth are so varied. But one lifespan is not enough to see.
It is fine. Why? Because I am here.
Hard-working resume. What sounds better? Itinerant scoundrel or perspicacious rapscallion?
Is there room for both?
I knew you were the right bloke to ask.
Yes. Good kitty.
Hey, y'all. No, thank you.
Hard work pays
5, 4,
Let me show you how to.
1. Attack. Commence. Action.
Dang it! Yeah, we had tummy props.
Viruses.
Come here for healing.
Oh my goodness.
Over there.
Rocket barrage incoming.
Fair enough, I'm dead for that. Pocket. I need my pocket to show up. I'm glad you guys are liking the pockets and the tummy redeem. That's nice. Oh, we had the Bond pocket. I haven't seen Bond in forever. I'm dead. Oh man. Hello, Hudski. Long time no see. I hope you've been doing good. About time.
Greetings.
Dang it!
Establishing
There is no challenge I cannot face.
I act unbreakable. What if I like nothing?
Dang it, dude! Come on! Where's our supports? What are they doing? How does one of their supports have more healing than both of our supports combined? This is ridiculous.
My ultimate is almost ready. This one.
This is where the fun begins.
Fucking nice. Thank you for the follow. I'm not gonna say the person I removed from the pocket redeem because I don't want to start drama. Because I still like that person, even though they hate me, / don't like me. But I did respect them to remove them because we ain't friends, but... But yeah. Like I feel like people know who it is. It was, but if you don't know, then we'll just leave it at that, you know? Yeah, it's whatever. I was really hoping our DPS would have done something. I was trying to stop their supports from healing, but again, our DPS are not great. And not the answer is playing tank.
Come to me.
incoming.
Mob is here. The flame of my soul. Zenyatta is here.
Yeah, I've lost all faith in the team.
With a vengeance.
No one is saying.
Yes.
No, let's speak to privacy and choice. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, they killed me and not the answer, which means our whole team's down. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That was a good victory. That was tough. That was really, really tough. It felt like our whole team wasn't doing jack squat that entire game. That Ana giving me the nano got us the win. Like, not even kidding. It just showed it. It just showed it broad day. All right, let's watch this. I don't think we've ever watched. We've only watched the beginning. Let's see what this is about.
As IJC Central Command is aware, Overwatch has supported missions to
Steal
repel
booty
null
cake.
sector forces in Paris,
Do we need more
Busan,
booty pockets?
Rio, and several other fronts. These attacks targeted cities with a high population of Omnics, wherein millions were fitted with unidentified subjugation devices that seemingly rendered Omnics unresponsive. The majority of these subjugated Omnics were abducted by Null Sector throughout the invasion, but a small percentage were recovered by Overwatch and ally militaries. Efforts by former Overwatch agent Torbjorn Lindholm to understand the function of these devices and how to safely remove them are ongoing. 2 days ago, at 0620 hours local time, a strike team was dispatched to Buenos Aires to investigate reports of a new warfront opening. At 12:35 hours, all remaining Null Sector units entered a state that Agent Brigitte Lindholm described as Sentinel configuration. Null Sector abruptly ceased all offensive maneuvers, formed a tight perimeter around their command ship, and began loading the remaining subjugated Omnics onto the ship. Further reports confirmed that all 37 global holding facilities for rescued subjugated Omnics were being breached and raided. Does Overwatch have any theories as to why Null Sector's units would suddenly act this way? The Sentinel configuration was designed to stop Overwatch forces from interfering with Null Sector's retreat. Null troopers were observed carrying subjugated civilian Omnics onto their command ships. Unfortunately, all attempts to breach these defenses proved beyond Overwatch's current capabilities. Designed to stop Overwatch forces. You seem very confident in that conclusion. Do you have definitive proof? Overwatch agents discovered that a signal was being broadcast to warbots across all active fronts. With the aid of Ify Oladele, a newly recruited robotics specialist, this modified omnicode was recorded, transcribed, and translated. Miss Oladele's translation revealed a series of commands that altered Null Sector warbot programming, culminating in the abduction of subjugated Omnics, followed by a mass retreat. However, by the time we had enough information to respond, all units exited Sentinel configuration and began to retreat with the subjugated Omnics. So, you're saying Overwatch was not strong enough to stop Null Sector? That's not my assessment. Null Sector's actions targeted and devastated populations across the globe. No organization could have anticipated and countered this retreat with 100% effectiveness. The invasion was a calculated maneuver, intended to exhaust our resources. Overwatch agents did their best in difficult circumstances, and it is thanks to their efforts that we have any intelligence to share today. I can't emphasize enough Ms. Oladele's contributions. Without her expertise, the Omnicode broadcast and its contents may have remained unknown to our agents and the world at large. Noted. Did Overwatch attempt to pursue the command ships to their destination? Overwatch dispatched all our available pilots in pursuit of command ships, but our pilots were intercepted by aerial warbots. Though our agents were ultimately successful in eliminating these units, we lost visual on the retreating ships.
Does Overwatch have any leads as to where they might have gone?
Not at this time. We believe Null Sector utilized cloaking devices which interfered with satellite surveillance systems. Our agents are currently attempting to recover this corrupted satellite data and determine where the command ships may have fled. It's unclear what Null Sector's intentions are or what this means for the invasion.
Thank you, Commander Chase. Do you have any further remarks before we conclude this briefing?
Though Null Sector caused no further damage or casualties to the occupied territories, they successfully absconded with 99.2% of all previously subjugated Omnics. In the wake of this attack, I want to take a moment to recognize what a tremendous loss this is for the global Omnic community. I would encourage the IJC and world governments to extend all available resources to support their Omnic citizens. To better prepare the world against further threats from Null Sector,
Wow,
Overwatch will share our complete
99.2%.
findings with the IJC. Thank you. Soldier, is Overwatch disbanding now that Null Sector has retreated? Under the IJC's directive, Overwatch is currently on standby. It was your testimony during the Petrus Act hearings that led to Overwatch being shut down, yet you now sit in a role as acting commander. Will you order Overwatch to disband again if the IJC demands it? The Overwatch agents who responded to the Null Sector invasion did so out of a desire to do what was right when they were needed. I stepped into this role for the same reason. When the IJC determines the world is safe, I won't be needed any longer. I'll heed the order knowing I've done my part.
Okay, nobody's gonna talk about how crazy that is. That Ramatra's invasion. The whole plan of the Omnic invasion was to get Omnics, and they captured 99.2% of Omnics, which means Overwatch wasn't even in the 1 percentile of preventing what Ramatra did. They didn't even make 1%. They were like, they were 0.8% effective against Ramatra. That's crazy. Ramatra didn't retreat because Overwatch prevented him from taking over the world or whatever. Ramatra left because he succeeded or got enough Omnics to feel like he saved his people. 99.2% of Omnics were captured and taken. That's crazy. Dang, well, they better go find them. They better go find them. They did say that they're done making Omnic like characters and stuff, which is kind of lame, but get it. I don't really get it though because I like the Omnics.
Select a map. Traveling to New York City.
Meh. Coasty! Hi, Coasty! It's good to see you, Coasty. Yeah, if they revamp New Junk City, it's still horrible to play on with how incredibly boring it is. They revamped it? Oh, goodness.
Potato friends. We did not start this war.
5, 4,
I fought for peace for too long.
1.
I was a fool.
Initial flashback.
Anna, at the head.
It looks the same to me.
Thanks.
Flashpoint unlocks enhancer.
Dang. Tumby. Whose emotes are that? That's so cute.
Okay, thanks. I tire of these games. Thank you. Over there.
I fought for peace for too long. I was a fool.
Dang, dude, our supports suck.
Clever tactics. Finally.
They don't know how to position themselves. They keep dying. Ah, of course it's the Hanzo.
Attacking the point.
Thank you.
Stop them.
Aw, the support said that they suck. Well then swallow. I mean, no, I mean, that's not what I meant. I meant do better. I mean, you got this. Oh, jeez. What's wrong with me? Dang. I was holding that one spot and fighting two people, and everybody went a different direction instead of coming to help me, and then they all died anyway, so I'm kind of upset about that. Alright, cool. We lost. Maybe we'll get a better DPS player. Huh? Hopefully, hopefully, hopefully. We'll do better. Aha, I can heal as Ramatra now. Nice. Nice. Hopefully, 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 hopefully. Yeah, I'm healing. I got 370 healing right now. I'm healing. I'm healing. That was just a distraction. That was just a distraction.
We will shield you for now.
We got not the answer on the DPS role category, and not the answers are really carrying right now. Dang, they got me. They got me. They got me. They got me. Come on, not the answer. Never mind. Don't do that. That's bad. That's a bad idea.
I'm tired of these games.
Oh, we're in the top bucket. The Trident of Atlantis. Yeah. Nice. Oh snap! I had the most kills. I snuck not the answer by 1 kill. Yeah, whenever me and Not the Answer are allowed to play our main roles, like, we just win. We just win. We're unbeatable. We're unstoppable. We're unblockable. We're untouchable. We're unspokeable. GG's. For real, for real. Oh, we got an epic loot box. Let's open it. Opening! Legendary boot contains wide variety of all heroes from previous seasons, playing and progressing. Okay, what battle pass do we got? Wow, we got some free currency. Free currency. We got some free currency. Let's check this. Oh, that's a pretty cute skin. I don't really look at the battle pass for this season, eh? Wood. Bear. Pirate. Orb. Boop. Halloween boop. And then we got, it feels like, wait, what the? Oh. McOning. Dang, not gonna lie, none of these skins look good to me. Snap. I guess the only one I really like is this one. This is the only one I like. Wood or wood? Wool. W-O-U-L-D. Nah. No, I know. W-O-O-D. That is wood. It's just wood. No, not wood. No. Let me check my Ramatra voice lines to see if I have any other.
I do not fight for myself. I never have. Without fear, there is no fury. We cannot. This is no game. This is survival. I am the guardian and the gateway. I will win by any means. Our lives are short. The battle is only the beginning. Gods are mere tools. Power flows to the one who knows how. Eyes royal with the fury of a detonating star.
That's a good.
The galaxy will tremble before us.
That's not as good. The detonating star one, that's a really good line.
With the fury of a detonating star.
That's really good. That's a really good voice line. But I'm not spending 100, like, I'm not spending 100 tokens on it. No offense.
Forgive los muertos. Muertos están. Underestimate me at your own risk.
Poor Alari. Let's see how many Juno has gotten already. Oh! Juno's gotten so much since he's come out. I mean, obviously, she's like, there is no way she wasn't getting like a bunch of stuff when she came out. Oh my goodness, her own mythic already. Did Alari get her own mythic yet? No. Alari's has got some pretty decent skins. But I don't know how somehow became a Cassidy main with almost every skin he's gotten since Overwatch 2. I'm gonna just need to get 2 shop skins, 1 event and 1 through loot box. Yeah. True. I lost my streak. No. Oh.
That? This stinks. Just how retro are we talking? Nice try, Twinkle Toes. Does anyone know what a mummy sounds like? Abran cancha. If it ain't Baroque, don't fix it. Neato. X marks the spot. This stinks.
All right, and then Winston.
How embarrassing. I have the right stuff. Boo. Ooh, scary. This is not a costume. Moon sweet home. Playtime's over. I'm a party animal. Party mode engaged.
Hey, Rookie, thank you for the resub. Sub for 6 months. You're crazy.
Who'd have thought that strontium and barium, properly oxidized, could make the night sky so beautiful? No, I do not want a banana. I have the... Oh yeah! keep a good ape down. Have you,
Aww. All right, this is the next one. The Winston mic drop. The Winston mic drop. That's good. The Winston mic drop. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Come on. That's... All right, let's see. What's this? Extraterrestrial specimen. Gargoyle. Yay. Lab technician. The ringmaster. Werewolf and Wukong. Yeah. Winston skins aren't the best. They are not the best. All right, one last game. Let's do one last game. Thank you for putting me in Matt's pocket. I really appreciate it. Matt is a good friend. Love Matt. Love Matt. Love Matt. Love Matt. Love Matt. Love Matt. To be fair, we were just chatting for a while. If anybody gets mad at us, then that's okay.
Vote for your map.
From actually, no! I feel like I just remembered that I got... Oh, no.
How many widows have you
One
made?
step at a time.
Roughly.
I do not keep track.
Well, I'm pretty sure I'm ahead.
Well, I'm pretty sure that I'm ahead.
The region's
My name's Sugar Queen, and I'm the Queen Nose. I should be the real Widowmaker. Look at me, I'm Sugar Queen. I'm a violent individual, and my only personality is violence. It's because I'm Australian. No, I'm just kidding.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You are too kind.
Of course, he hits me with the balls.
Suppress this
I
target.
will succeed.
Battery
Have
up.
a ring out.
Right.
I see much for you to do.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Nice, nice, nice.
Objective A captured. Escort the payload.
Dang it. Oh, that poor McCree. I mean, but poor Cassititties. Of course. Oh my goodness. You know what?
Our payload's dropping and defending the payload.
No, I must not think what is going to...
Of course. Oh my goodness.
Breaking me down just builds me up.
Stay on the payload.
Personne n'échappe à mes regards.
Big out, back nothing answer. Great, great. Ah!
Nerf this!
Helping you recover. Let's move the payload together.
Heroes never die.
Special delivery.
No one can stop me. That warms the bones.
Get back. I'm fired up right now.
Moving the payload.
I'll cover you.
The payload has reached
Such a different coat. Over here. Let me help you with that.
Greetings. I see an enemy.
Understood.
Fall back. Keep it close. Keep the payload over here. Over here.
I could have walked faster than this.
Oh, dummy.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Tactical visor activated.
I wasn't even in the circle. What the hell?
team kill.
No sweat. Just try again.
You must move or...
Hey,
No.
it's Giggle.
Creep over me.
Into the eye.
Oh my goodness. There we go. Nice. There we go. That was amazing. We did great. Good job, everybody. High fives all around. High fives all around. No, not that's the answer. All right. All right, that's it for me. Let's go ahead and see if we can go ahead and raid somebody. Raid somebody, raid somebody. I hope when the Steam machine comes out, we'll still be able to play. There's been rumors going around saying that you won't be able to play like Battlefield 6 and AAA games on the Steam machine. I hope that we are able to play. I don't know why we wouldn't be able. I that's one of the things I'm trying to figure out what is going on. I'm hoping that we're able to play those games. All right, let's go ahead and raid. Let's raid Ara. We'll raid Ara, because I didn't raid Ara yesterday and I was going to. Slash raid. Also, if you're still new and you haven't joined my Discord server yet, join my Discord. Discord awesome. My Discord awesome. Discord, you like it, join it. Hang out with me. We're gonna try to bring back community hangout nights where we just like watch and hang out and watch YouTube and stuff. So be ready for that. We're gonna try to bring it back. We're gonna try to bring it back. So it's been over a year since we did a community night. So we gotta bring it back, especially around my birthday, because we're gonna watch Godzilla movies on my birthday like we usually do. So definitely want to hang out for that. But gamers, please join up for the raid. If you're just entering in, thank you. Hi, I'm Thorn. Join up for the raid now. Join up for the raid now. Let's go. We're gonna go surprise friend Ara. They're very nice. They're very sweet. They're very lovable. So you're definitely gonna want to meet them. They're very lovable, very sweet, very lovely. So yes. But until the next time, gamers, thank you so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it a lot. Make sure you take care of yourselves, and that's about it. Yeah, really, for real. All right, bye. YouTube gamers, bye-bye.